I would close that. We live. We are live. Yay!
Happy fall equinox.
Blessings, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. So much love to all of you as we're starting earlier this evening. We're so deeply blessed to welcome this 42nd week of our global meditation. It's been an incredible 9 months journey that we have embarked with one another, week after week, building the momentum of this golden light, anchoring it in many different places on earth onto Gaia's crystalline grid. It's quite an amazing gift. And tonight being the fall equinox, Michael and I are so blessed to have opened our space to just a few very sacred beings that are here. Caitlin and Lisa and Brandon and Carolyn and Fidel and Dante.
It's great to bring in all of our energies in this tri-state area and the fullness of light that we can shine on a day that's half light and half dark in the balance of the equinox. And so
No, not today.
Isn't it?
That's the solstice.
No,
No, it's today. No, it's today. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
it's
I'm right. No, the other way.
So
It is the complete balance today.
So it's the complete balance of light
That's
and
right.
dark.
That's
And
right.
it's very powerful because when we can tune in to that light and dark, we can also bring in that balance in our divine alignment. And it's beautiful when we look at our divine alignment. What are we balancing? What is it within ourselves? What is it within the collective? What is it within our mental, emotional, and physical? And I feel that today, better of a day that we get to gather and get to share this with all of you beautiful beings that are joining us around the world, as well as our dear soul family here in the DC metropolitan area, which we know are holding the fort down pretty tight.
Yeah. So please let us know where you are joining us from as usual. What city, what country are you in? So we get to watch the interaction later. And so we wanted to start this a little bit earlier today, just to have the opportunity for us to welcome these next 3 months that's before all of us. Each of us here as incarnates of this divine light are being given the opportunity to move with our new template into this next 3 months. And this until the winter solstice is very monumental because we are, as we got a chance to speak briefly, we are really harvesting everything that this 9 months has presented to us. There have been so many gifts this particular year has brought to each of us individually and particularly collectively. That's why we incarnated, just so we can experience this together. It is truly a magical year where the magic of it is experienced in our hearts, yet on the outside looks like an absolute disaster. So that's also the multidimensional, fifth dimensional, and the third dimensional reality that's playing out. And then there's this bridge of the fourth dimensional that is navigating between the realms right here, right now. And the embodiment of our Christ itself has been fully packed in and ready for all of us through our outer vehicle to bring these higher gifts in completely from the mighty I am presence. There's so many gifts from our mighty I am presence that wants to come in. So I feel like this 2020, these 9 months, we have had to face so many different encounters so that we can have the opportunity to clear, like we talked about, like a cosmic wash machine. Holy shizzle, keep being washed, keeping purified, keeping refined, the art of refinement, so that more of this streaming light, crystalline light, can come through all of our bodies, and to be anchored on earth. So only the purest goods from our true selves, our true higher self can come in. No more just for the self, but for the highest good of all, for our humanity, for all conscious sentient beings of light. So it is a magical year, and we're so blessed to have each other that we can journey in this together and remember the beauty where it's very difficult sometimes in so-called out there to experience the beauty because we're getting hit by the opposition of the contracted frequency that has not yet expanded into its own light. So
And I feel it's such a gift
let me just
on this
adjust
on
this.
this equinox that we get to be and celebrate this, because when I think of fall, there's an image that always comes is when you look at all the cornfields, right? And as the cornfields, they really, the leftover corn, they cut all down so they can create that into seed to feed our animals, to really harvest them. And I feel like we've cut and cleared and dismantled and dissolved so many facets of our own self. And as we've cut all those areas and as we've refined all those areas, now we're coming into our last 3 months to really bring forth what we're going to do to seed that, to root that into the earth for the equinox. And when I feel that image, I feel this could not be more of a perfect year, perfect 2020 of completion, and what we're all moving through to really dismantle and dissolve all what's on the outer, so that within the inner we can really refine that beautiful essence that we already are, that medicine that we are. So we get to celebrate that with our dear soul family here and our soul family across the world, which is so beautiful in this equinox. So thank you.
And we are very excited that you have joined with us. So just like as usual, when we go through this unity meditation together, we always want to first let go. Like let go what's sitting in our field, what took place in the day. Such a blessing that the holy angelic team, the angelic host, has provided us with a golden garment of silk, sort of like, not garment, drape, where they ask for us to place the heaviness, the concerns, the worries, or the difficulty, challenging we had in a day, or maybe the day before, what have you, into this silk drape so that they can take it from us. So that way we can sit more in our field. So the streaming light for tonight's meditation can come through. And before we present the decrees, there are going to be a couple of specific decrees that we're going to do together so we can really build this frequency from inside out, so we can be of a really powerful purpose this evening for Gaia and humanity and its crystalline grid. So as usual, we're going to go around really quickly, and we ask you to also verbalize that. What are you letting go today? So Michael, what are you placing in this silk drape today to just let it go, let the angels take from you?
So I would say over the past several months and how I feel today, there is this feeling of exhaustion. Maybe part of that's because I haven't been sleeping fully at nights. So there's just this physical exhaustion. I just want to take that exhaustion and just place that into the drape so that that does not limit me from my highest powers. All that just mental, emotional, mostly physical, just my body itself not obtaining its sleep, of putting that into the drape tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For me, I like to place into this drape the lingering frustrations that's still in my field over sisters and brothers of light who are choosing to live from their dark. I find some frustration in me that the light is here give the power to your light rather than your dark. I like to place that and release myself from that into this drape. Thank you. Dante?
I would like to let go of the ideas of what could have been, let go of sadness, loss of the past and the relations that I held very strongly and dearly. So just letting go of those pains and really bring in the light that is that can heal and know that everyone is completely safe and exactly where they need to be.
Thank you.
I would like to let go of or replace my mother's well-being in the drape, and she's having a major procedure tomorrow morning, and also any stress related to work and any stress related to finances. I just let all that go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Caroline?
I would like to let go the stress of uncertainty and the anxiety that I've had come up the last couple of weeks as things have been rocked so hard for me. And I'd like to let go of the migraine energy that as soon as the frequency gets really heavy, my nervous system responds with migraine. So I had one the last 2 days. So I want to let all that
go. Thank
let
you.
go. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Brandon, what are you releasing?
I'm releasing pressure from school starting and also the procrastination that I usually do, and bringing forth getting like a start in the morning and waking up, actually getting up and getting started with my day properly, because that's important.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lisa?
I'd like to let go of the frustration and the impatience that I have around how people are being lied to and hurt. I hate to see people getting hurt, and I'm frustrated, and I just want the truth to be revealed.
Oh, thank you so much. Kaylin?
Today I put in the drape not seeing eye to eye with Western pharmaceutical healthcare and the protection and what I see fit for my baby, and not seeing eye to eye with others on health. That is what I put into the drape. And
Thank you.
the protection and the health of my little love.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And we like to invite all of you, as we will just hold the space for you for a few seconds, for you to release into this golden silk drape that in which you are willing to let go in this now. Thank you so much, everyone. So it's interesting. Usually we see a bunch of the writings. Tonight I can't see the live chat at all. So please do make comments, because usually we see that. Like tonight we don't see it on us. I have no idea what's going on, and I'm a little bit too far from the screen anyway. I can see it's not moving. So just please, at some point we will be watching that. So before we go into the Earth's Prayer, Michael, I felt it would be wonderful for us to do a very simple decree, calling Saint Germain's violet flame into our hearts, into our minds, into our hands, into our auric field, particularly as a tube of light. So, for example, from our mighty Christed selves, from our I am presence into our mighty Christ self, into our physical being and our bodies. So this beautiful white light coming in, but we want to particularly work with the violet flame tonight. So allow us to transmute the energy, and we're going to build up this momentum. So we're going to start it slow, and we're going to just breathe into it and feel into it. And we're going to go ahead and start repeating it in this decree. And we're going to allow this decree and its violet flame to start transmuting the energy. So what I'm going to have us to first take 3 deep breaths, visualizing this big violet flame of column of light around us and inside our heart, inside our head, and our hands, palms filled with the violet fire, the violet flame. So take a deep breath in, everyone, and let it go. And tune in, you're calling the violet flame. Breathe in again. Breathe out. And one more time. And breathe it out. And relax your shoulder. So the decree is very simple. With your eyes closed. I am the being of violet fire.
I
am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am purity God desires.
I am purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
Follow the momentum. I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet
I
fire.
am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the being of violet fire.
I am the purity God desires.
I am the purity God desires.
Take a deep breath in and let it go. Take a deep breath with the violet fire and release through the violet fire. One more time. And release. Thank you, everyone. And if you have water around you, please drink some water.
Do you need any
Let
water?
me see if there's
Okay,
a little water.
I'll get some.
Bring. It's important to drink water when you do some of these decrees. Were you able to see it spiraling around you?
Yes.
Moving? Yeah.
Yes.
Move your body a little bit. because we are together. When we especially say together, one part is individually together, then as a group, it starts to spiral to descend out. Wonderful. Thank you. Please drink your water.
We want water.
Oh, thank you.
Don't mind me unzipping my pants.
Enjoy unzipping your pants.
Thank you.
Brandon, do you want some water?
You want some water, please? Honey, do you have water?
I have water though. Thank you so much.
Caitlin, do you have water?
I do, thank you.
So from here now, we will have Michael share a beautiful decree for Earth, which is really, really important right now. We, as the bringers of light, as the beacons, ray showers, system busters, star seeds, earth angels, there's so many names in that. We are anchoring into the unity Christ consciousness grid, this golden light. And we want to connect into the center of Gaia's crystalline diamond heart. So Michael will be sharing this decree, and after the decree, we will move into the meditation where we first call in the prayers as it's done every week. And we call in all of our team into the sacred space on this call. And from there, we build the light inside of us from inside out, completely connected to the source light of all illumination, then to the heart of Gaia's crystalline diamond golden rose and heart. And from there, then our hands is placed into the middle, where that pure radiance streams through towards Gaia, and it goes everywhere that this love, this unconditional state, is needed in this now. So, and during that, the music is on and we will be silent. So, as Michael is doing that,
So if everyone would like to just place their hands directly over their heart and take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. The decree for Earth and her nations. In the full power and authority of my God presence, I am. I humbly come to the throne of grace to involve into the physical plane of Earth the most intensified dispensation and activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of time. We ask the legions of light serving this planet to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of their beings and project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every man, woman, and child on this planet, especially every person associated with all governments of our planet in any way, shape, or form. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through each soul evolving here and clear away all destructive activities that might be directed against any of God's children and the light for which we stand. Seal all government positions in the radiance of God's will. Let the illumination flame reveal the divine purpose and plan for each office and individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage to fulfill the plan perfectly. Let the will of God be manifest in, through, and around all the governments of the world now and forever. Let the eternal victorious light of God illumine and let the way for every soul evolving everywhere on the planet. we consciously accept this manifest now in full power according to God's holy will and purposes. And so it is, beloved I am.
And so it is, beloved I am. Let us take a deep in breath in and release it. One more time. Breathe it out from your heart. And take another deep in breath in. And let it go. And let us now just bring one sound of Om before we go into our prayers together. Unified the field from our heart. Breathe in. With your hands placed on your heart, sitting up nice and straight with your shoulders rolled back. We now call in the prayers. Dear mighty source light of all illumination, dear primary creator, dear divine director, we call upon your presence in this now to bless all of us on this call, on this fall equinox, in our new template of light, as we journey forward with the purest light of illumination in our ascension flame, walking through the ascension hall with this mighty cosmic radiance of the divine light, allowing it to be made manifest completely into our earthly outer conscious template, to be utilized as the highest supreme force of light, to be served for the highest good of light, for Gaia and humanity, anchored deep into the heart of Gaia. We call in Divine Mother, Divine Father to bless us in this now. We call in our star brothers and sisters of the highest light to support us in this now. We call in the Galactic Federation of Light to bless us in this now. As we call in the Intergalactic Councils of Light to support us in this now. We call in the mighty white winged ones to support us in this now. As we call in the white ancient dragons to Christ to support us in this now. We call in the ancient order of the white Pegasus to support us in this now. As we call in the white unicorns to support us in this now. We call in the great white brotherhood of light to support us in this now. As we call in the beautiful gods and goddesses of the highest light to support us in this now. We call in Ashtar Command and the great order of Melchizedek to support us in this now. As we call in the celestial angelic kingdom to support us in this now. We call in the ancestors of our highest light to bless us in this now. We call in the sacred animal guardians of the highest light to support us in this now. We call in the etheric crystal beings of the highest light to support this call now. We call in the elemental kingdom and queendom to support this call now. We call in the earth crystal beings of the light to support us in this now, as we call in the ancient Atlantean and the ancient Lemurian to support this call now. We call in the cities of light of Agatha and Shambhala and Telos to support this call now, as we call in Gaia's crystalline, diamond, gold, and rose and ascended heart, and her unity, Christ consciousness, crystalline grid to support us in this now. We ask this unified unity meditation to be blessed by the highest light, as we call in the golden Christ pyramid of light to be placed upon each of us, as we call in our mighty I am presence and our mighty Christ itself to join with our physical selves to support this beautiful unity meditation in this now. We ask each of us to be the greatest instrument in this now, and so be it as we now move forward in calling in the ascension flame from the center of our hearts. Please take a deep breath in and let us breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. And take another deep breath in and breathe out. Draw your attention, dear hearts, to the center of your heart's flame. Breathing in ever so gently and breathing out. Blessing this beautiful sacred space as you tune in to your heart and calling your guardian angel to be with you. Tuning into the sacred flame of your heart, feeling into its beautiful sacred drumbeat as you gently breathing in and you breathe out consciously, tuning in to the magnificent rhythmic ebb and flow of this beautiful in-breath and out-breath. Breathing in from your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Letting go even more, dropping in even deeper into the center of your heart. Feeling the heartbeat of that sacred original sound of creation pounding inside and pulsing its radiance of light from inside out. As you breathe in deeper, relaxing into the center of your heart and letting it go. Tuning to the most sacred ebb and flow of life in this golden now. And tuning to this magnificent drumbeat that is the sound of the origin of your soul inception from the heart of Creator's love that is pulsing from inside of you out in its contraction and expansion of light. As you tune deeper within inside, ask for the presence of the sacred flame of light to be luminous so you can see the flaming Holy Spirit light inside of you, illuminated in its white golden light, so pristine and perfect and luminous in the radiance of the mighty I am. As you breathe in deep into it, And you breathe out. It vibrates through your pulsing drumbeat of your heart in each of your bodies, expanding into the universal field of light as it vibrates in front of you and behind you and above you and below you. And as you deepen your breath in your sacred conscious breath, you see the golden flame of light illuminating deeper and wider and bigger with each conscious breath you take in. And I ask you to breathe even deeper into this sacred, holy space, inside the holy garment that you're in, deepening your breath in its pristine purity flame of light. With each breath you take, allow it to expand deeper into your physical garment, into your organs, into your bloodstream and your lymph nodes, purifying with this dazzling white golden light. With each breath you take, let it vibrate into your cells and into your atoms and electrons. Deepen your breath with this bright white golden light and let it penetrate to your outer skin, hair and nails. And take the breath deeper into the center of your heart and breathe it out to your emotional body. Let it become luminous. All areas of your emotional body, the fluids of your body become luminous with this pure white light. And deepen your breath even greater from the center of your heart. Breathe deep into its core and breathe it out into your mental body. Let it purify your mind and the thought field. And let this Holy Spirit flame of light, your ascension flame, penetrate deeply into your mental body. Your next in breath, deepen your breath in into the center of your heart and that purity flame. And breathe it out all the way to your etheric body. And allow your imagination to become purified by the highest vision of light. And your next deepen breath, deepen the breath all the way to the core of your heart in its pure ascension flame of light. And breathe it all the way out, all the way through your bodies to your spiritual body. And grow this ascension flame of light all around you. And visualize yourself completely enclosed in this dazzling golden flame of light, completely enclosing you. As I ask you to ask the sacred flame of light to take shape or dominion into a golden ball of light, or a sphere of light, or a Merkaba, or a diamond shape, or even a pyramid, whatever feels called to you. Breathe into it and breathe it out. And allow the outer edges to fully be golden in the golden Christ light. And as you breathe deep into this beautiful sacred template that you're in, I ask you to draw your attention now from the center of your heart all the way up through your higher chakras, all the way through your crown, all the way up through your soul star chakra, and your celestial chakra, your universal chakra, your galactic chakra, all the way to your divine gateway chakra, and all the way to the source light of all illumination, to its heart, to the center of this luminous light. Allow your sacred golden heart to connect to the center of the source light of all illumination. And allow the streaming golden light to descend through this vertical axis of light, this vertical streaming light coming through your tube of light. You being the golden child, bridging the heaven unto earth through your holy garment. Breathe deep into it. Allow the golden stream to descend all the way down. And it vibrates through your holy temple. And with your in-breath, allow it to descend from you all the way down. Down beneath you through the floor you're sitting in. As you take deep in breath, it penetrates through you even deeper, through all your bodies in this column of light, this golden streaming light from source light in its purest form, descending down to earth, passing through the floor you're in, passing through the building you're in, passing through the ground of Gaia. With each breath of love you take even deeper into you. Let it pass through the rocks and the dirt and debris. Let it pass even deeper into the crystalline fields. As you take deeper in breath, it penetrates deeper into the bodies of water. And it pulls an even stronger streaming, passing through all of this into the lava and molten fire. With each breath of love you take even deeper, it penetrates even deeper, all the way descending down to the center of Gaia's crystalline, diamond, golden heart in the hollow earth. As you see Gaia's crystalline diamond heart underneath, and you allow your heart, your beautiful crystalline heart, in this sacred flame, in its purity, Holy Spirit, connect into her center, creating this stream flow from the Creator's love, all the way through in this column of light, all the way to the heart of Gaia. Breathe into her heart and allow yourself to stay here for a little while. Let yourself ground in this streaming, golden, pristine, crystalline light and allow it to penetrate deep into the heart of Gaia. Receive that in which you need in this now, in all your bodies, in this divine, blessed light. And when you are ready, place your hand in the center and allow it to vibrate through you towards Gaia, wherever it is missing this supreme, sacred, unconditional, divine Christed love. Take a deep in breath in and release. Take another deep in breath into your heart. And release. Come back into the sacred space. Take another deep breath in and come to this now. In this room, into your body. And another deep breath in, placing your hands on your heart. And feel into that sacred heart space, in its core, in its sacred flame. And feel into the sound that wishes to be expressed in this now. So we can seal this call. Thank you, blessed hearts. Welcoming all of you back. Please drink some water. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your feet. Come back, feeling this sacred space. Thank you, everyone, for your beautiful participation this evening. Again, we welcome you to please share what you experienced. We have a bit of a larger group tonight. So for those of you that do need to depart, you can leave. And for those of you that are staying behind, thank you so much as we'll briefly share what we experienced. And we thank all of us on this call and everybody that took part and everybody that will be joining later to fully embrace this now and all that will be contributed into the next 3 months, all the way to our winter solstice. So much gratitude for this golden light that's been anchored, for the highest good of all, and for all humanity, for all sentient beings this evening. So much love. So we'll make it shorter tonight, going around briefly what we experienced. There's usually a lot. So as we began right away, I saw the ginormous column of light coming straight to Earth, but right in its center from top below. And I saw immediately also the violet flame. Saint Germain was above Gaia, very large. And I saw again Mother Mary, Yeshua, Mary Magdalene feeding the tube of light going down, while Saint Germain was, his hands was just above earth and the violet flame was everywhere. Then I saw the ascended master light and the ascended host beaming their light through our sun, Helios Vesta, and the Helios Vesta was beaming also towards Gaia. And my direction went, my hand went into transmutation of the artificial fires in West Coast to transmute their density and purifying those fields right away. And the other part when I saw the team of the holy angels around all hospital settings to assist these elderly and the children that are separated from their families. Naturally, that was a closer one to me. And then I saw the column of light was becoming crystalline, crystalline, crystalline. And I saw us in this room and those of us on the call where our hands were positioned, we were creating almost the etheric Vogel crystal. I'd never seen that before. Very powerful with its to where Yeshua, Mother Mary, and Mary Magdalene were descending the light upon earth. Very beautiful, very, very powerful. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
So as soon as I closed my eyes, I saw our hands around Mother Earth, and it was wild because I saw these just golden frequency of waves moving in, and then Earth was surrounded by the violet flame of Saint Germain. So it was this beautiful coordination of just like rays of golden light penetrating all through Earth with this beautiful, powerful violet flame. And then all of a sudden I saw the continents, and they were all like golden plated, which took me to this image where it almost reminded me like a movie where it was like this stream of golden liquid just following down a line. And it would then, so it would, I followed the golden liquid light, and it was the divine golden light. So it then touched the government buildings, and then all of the government buildings turned into this divine golden light. Then I saw the golden liquid light touch the schools, and that turned to the divine education. Then I saw the golden liquid light touch the hospitals, and that turned to the divine health. I saw the golden light then like touch the animals, and that turned to like the divine like animals in their and like the fullness of who they are, like the freedom of who they are. So it went over all these aspects. I can't remember them all because it was vast, but I remember how it just started to work with all the areas around us to bring the fullness of the light in the highest vibration so that it could create this golden frequency. And as it was doing that, it was interesting to see Earth in a whole new dimensional frequency. It was like the colors were brighter, the land was clear, forests that were like everything you can imagine of Earth now was like taken back to like Lemuria or Atlantis, where it was just purified in the highest, cleanest, most loving area. And it showed people as they were passing each other, it was like their love of who they were reflecting off each other, so that as our rays of light would walk by, that love would connect and vibrate off each other. And as that was moving, it then took me to a beach, of course. And then I saw these golden waves. And when these waves hit the ground, it was like coins going into the land, which was showing like the infinite prosperity and abundance that the earth is here to give us, is this natural ebb and flow of the water coming in and coming out. So I obviously stayed with those waves a little longer than I needed to. And so I just felt the abundance, and I thought it was beautiful because we are in an 8 abundant number here, and that started to move. And then the gold, it started to go into an infinity sign, and then it opened up like this rock that went straight down. And then when it went straight down, I noticed all of us, and we were sitting there with our hands up, and there was this huge crystal, and we were just holding the frequency of the light hitting the crystal, and that crystal went out. And then when I looked up, that's when I saw like everyone, the angels, the masters, Yeshua, the whole team was there. And then at the very end, my ancestors came to me and just like bowed in their great love, which brought a lot of love. So
Thank you, love.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The thing that comes up the most is that I saw the earth open up as if it could just open up.
Yeah.
And it was like this golden swirl and sparkle of light. And then I saw like as if there was like a mucky, black, bloody rope just being pulled out of earth, just being pulled. And then I was outside of earth, and needles, I saw needles. And first I was smashing them, but then I was like, no, I have to love it. And then the needles like dissipated into like this golden sparkly light. There's so much that happened. I guess selfishly, my favorite part was obviously going on an Arcturian ship. And I couldn't stay there for long, but they did bless me, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just felt the energy was really intense. I was so hot. I was just like sweating.
Yeah.
And I could feel that there was a lot of activity outside of the Earth's atmosphere, and a lot of like light and love being sent to the Earth. And it's really great to be here in person.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
tonight
It's
with all of you.
different, huh?
Yeah, it was really, really
powerful.
nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Lisa.
you.
Thank you so much.
I swear, like at one point, I thought I was gonna like pass out,
Yeah.
like fall over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember at one point, I can't remember when, but it was like a golden energy and a pure white energy swirling downwards towards some like violet flame, I think. So that was really nice, and I can't remember a lot. That was just really intense.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll open the thing a little longer. Extra. I was sweating so much.
Summertime back.
It's the energy of all of us together. Usually just have Caitlin. So yeah.
I saw the crystalline columns, and then I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was like a lot of destruction, and all these people were picking things up and working together to rebuild. So it was a big rebuilding scene that was very joyous. It was very harmonious. And then I saw angels throughout most of mine, where I saw angels in with Fidel's mom tomorrow in the room.
nice.
I saw Fidel as an angel.
No,
Yeah.
of course.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
And I saw angels in lots of systems and lots of places, just protecting things and a lot of white light. The first part was more active for me, and the second part, I just felt like a lot of energy swirling.
Yeah, there's usually a lot of swirling in this experience. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
contribution.
Yeah, I saw my mom and dad, I saw my parents and my brother and myself and Carolyn, and just with the golden light, filling that space. And then I saw where I work and my coworkers and all of us, and that filling with the golden light too. Mostly that. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
All right. Yeah, I was feeling a lot of energy. I think like I had jolts in my body at times, my like legs and arms, and I think that I saw this lineage, people's lineage like 7 or 9 generations back in the past being really healed, and a lot of healing right now that's happening in the past, present, and future. And then I believe I just felt, just a lot of energy, just in general, just a lot of energy, a lot of power moving into the earth, and power moving into beings who are awakening, just light beings, shining beacons of light, just popping up more and more, and just everyone beaming at each other, and a lot of different powers, like cities, or just people awakening those inner powers naturally, with nothing to take, nothing, just waking up, and then having like wisdom being endowed in people, just people, younger people, even just younger, like children, being awakened with so much wisdom naturally. I just saw that taking place at this time.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Again, this is kind of unusual time because we usually get to see everybody else, but tonight we don't get a chance to see the comments. So please do leave your comments. Let us know what you experienced tonight, so you like to share with us. There's one thing that comes to me that I like to share. There was one part I saw, like how we're sitting on these back chairs. I feel significant to share. I saw Master Jesus Christ, Yeshua, above, and I saw suddenly this this teleportation. I don't know if it's activation, but just like I'm sitting on here, suddenly there was this, like one of me sitting here, one of me sitting here, one of me sitting here in this same seat, one of me sitting this way, one of me sitting this way, all golden simultaneously. And then I was lifted to then bilocate. Then like I was here this side of Earth, and then I showed up this side of Earth, then showed up this side of Earth, this showed up. So it was like the atom going around like the nucleus. And it was, I don't know what that means, but whatever that means, I know something got activated perhaps in the consciousness, because we already know that we are going in this golden age, we are going in the direction of the embodiment of all of our spiritual gifts becoming accessible through our DNA as it's become more activated. So I feel because we were in person in this here, something was activated, and usually whatever is activated become present, it happens within the rest of us. So that was, I felt that was just very significant. But there was this thing, it's like the Christ light is above, inside, and then takes off. So more to come on that. That was very exciting because I know so many of us know we can fly, we can bilocate, we can teleport. So we're kind of frustrated why it's not happening faster. But boom, it seems like, it's around the corner,
You know what was amazing about this night?
Yeah, tell me.
Is, well, first of all, thank you for all that are
Yes,
joining us.
thank
Thank you for all
you.
coming here, because this is the largest gathering we've had here for this meditation. And I feel like we all owe a sense of recognition, acknowledgement, and really gratitude for what we're doing, because what my guides continue to tell me is what we're doing is so much larger than we actually think. And tonight it reminded
we can even
capture in our level, because as we are holding that space and visualizing and seeing, and as we've done this for 42 weeks, a lot comes out of us. And everything that you see is exactly what you're meant to see.
Yeah.
Nothing too short or long. Don't judge it for whatever it is, because you're exactly what you remember or don't remember. Point being is, there was a point where I saw this tutorial field from our place of just this golden light coming up and out. And I really saw that coming from Washington, D.C. I saw the monument, and I saw I saw it coming out of the monument. But it was weird because I felt like we were there, and that energy from the monument was coming out as we were it was the epicenter of the world, and that was coming out surrounding the world by the golden light frequency. And so I feel each of us on this call, each of us, what we're doing really has to just take that time, just like pat ourselves on the back, honor that this time given on the soul, on the equinox, in this moment that we get to share this, is so powerful, so amazing, unbelievable that we're giving this opportunity to dedicate our love and our energy for Earth, which is monumental to me. Like what's happening, each of us just deserves that, like, hallelujah, because it is
and just
beautiful
showing
energy.
up,
And
because out of the 42 weeks, like last week naturally was the only week we missed, but we just physically couldn't even. But today is the only day out of the 42 weeks that it falls on a significant day like this, on a Tuesday night. So it's something really, really extra wondrous, and so much gratitude. Again, I just feel so much gratitude. I'm particularly to the team of the dragons. I don't know if you the amount of dragons are on Earth and their assistants. So many of them, and Astro Command. So we're very grateful. We're very thankful to all of you as well. So please do share as we say our goodbye to you till next week, week 43. I'd like to invite all of you tomorrow. I will be doing the alchemy short video series, the 15 minutes with Michael Matucci, and it is about his documentary on sex trafficking. I'm so honored. Yeah, it's short, 15 minutes. We get straight to the point. And then we moved our Friday tea time from this past Friday to this Friday. So we get to finally go over all the essential frequencies and the wildness of all that's been experienced. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
You're always welcome.
Always,
if you want to come again,
energy always lifts when there's a lot of people here, as well as all you beautiful beings. And I thank you.
And we really missed all of you. We don't know why we can't see your chat. This is so sad, but love you. Thank you so much for being here, and may you have the most magnificent night. You all want to wave to see so they can see you? Here. Here, there. And here is the sun. Yes. Exactly. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
How strange is that?
Equinox